बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम स्टूडेंट्स ग्रेड 9th बायोलॉजी कैप्स एग्जेक्टिव प्लेटफॉर्म से अभी एक सिलसिला हमने शुरू किया है कि आपको हम ऑनलाइन तमाम जो हमारे 9th के सब्जेक्ट्स हैं उनके लेक्चर्स आपको हम भेजेंगे और वो लेक्चर्स आपको बड़ी सपोर्ट करेंगे घर में बैठ के डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स की अंडरस्टैंडिंग के हवाले से और उसको फिर अपनी ग्रिप में लाने के हवाले से। तो बायोलॉजी में आज हमारा फर्स्ट लेक्चर है, चैप्टर नंबर 1, हम उसकी बात करते हैं। द टाइटल ऑफ चैप्टर नंबर 1 इज द साइंस ऑफ बायोलॉजी। इन दिस चैप्टर वी विल स्टडी द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ अबाउट बायोलॉजी, what it is about and how we make its proceedings and what are the basic fundamentals of this subject. I have written here the word science. Before understanding of biology, students, you need to understand because it is a branch of science. So what it means, the science actually. I have written the definition, conceptual definition of science, exploring mysteries, secrets of natural world through two phenomena. The phenomena number 1, observations and experimentations. Let I give you some simple example of this, what it means experiments and what it means observation. You just move outside the house in the street and you see that in the sky you are watching clouds. This is your observation. And know what will be the final result of this cloud system, whether it will be raining or not, you have to wait for that. This waiting will be the experiment. When you have some question in your mind, now you want to have its result, its answer, so you have to make the observations, then you have to wait for a while and you have to perform some experiments, then you will be able to get its ultimate answer. In science, actually, we think about the natural world, all the phenomena happening in the world, under the water, under the earth crust, in the environment, in the space, and away from the space. So scientist is that person who make the nature explore through observations and experimentations. So this is the definition of science, and biology is one subject of science, one part of science you can say. And the word biology is actually the combination of two words which are in Greek language, Yunan, The first word is bios. In English it's meaning life, and the second word is logos. It's meaning to study, to discuss, to think. So in simple words, we can define biology, the study of life. No, life itself is a very big term. Life starts from very simple level and it reaches to very complicated level. There are many factors that can affect our lifestyle, changing of weathers and the food items and the available shelters. So these all things actually are a part of the biology. In biology, we study everything belongs to animals, belongs to life. This may be positive sense wise as well, and it may also be in the negative sense as well. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? Both discussions are made in biology regarding the life. So first we will discuss about its major fields, not branches. There are 3 big fields of biology in which all the living organisms are placed in a categorical way. The first one, that is zoology. Second is the botany, and third is the microbiology. So these are the main fields of biology. In zoology, we will study about the animals, maybe humans, maybe sparrow, maybe crow, maybe any other animal. In botany, we will discuss about the plants, and plants are also of big varieties, big kind collection is there. Maybe herbs, very small sized plants, trees, very large sized plants. The third field of biology is microbiology, in which we study, micro means very small, microorganisms like viruses, like bacteria, like algae, like fungi, which cannot be seen with the naked eye. We have to use the microscope to observe these microorganisms. So these 3 are the main fields of biology: zoology, botany, and microbiology. Now these fields are further divided into sub-branches, which are called the branches of biology. In your level, in your class, we will discuss about 15 different branches. And students, I have designed a very much simple formula to learn the names of these branches. For example, the first one, branches, I have written MAPHC. So this word will give you idea of the first 5 branches. M stands for morphology, A stands for anatomy, P for physiology, H for histology, and C for cytology. So if you will learn MAPHC, you will be able to learn the names of the first branches of biology. Then I have also explained simple briefing regarding these branches as well. For example, in morphology, we discuss about the form and structure of organisms. And we also discuss in this how the organisms appear, look like, their shape, their color, their pattern, their way of life, how they manage the food. So these everything is a part of the morphology. The second branch is anatomy. In anatomy, we discuss about the internal physical structure of organisms. In simple sense, you can understand, morphology is the outer physical study of the organisms, both plants and animals, and anatomy is the study of the internal structure, internal formations, internal systems of the organisms. In it, we also discuss about different diseases may affect the animals, their diagnosis, and their medical devices. Medical devices are also invented in this anatomy. The next branch is physiology. In physiology, we discuss about the functioning of different organisms, different parts of the organisms. Like look, heart is responsible for the pumping of blood in the body. Eye is responsible to see the objects around you. Ear is responsible to hear the different kind of sounds around you. So each organ is responsible for a particular and specific function. This branch is called as physiology. Here we have given the example that heart is responsible to pump the blood in the body. So heart's functioning will be discussed. It will belong to the branch physiology. Histology. When simple tasks are not be able to perform by the cells, then to perform these type of tasks, different same kind of cells combine to form a group of cells which is called tissue. And the study of tissue is called histology. In this, we also discuss about different diseases facing tissues and their diagnosis, how we can detect, and what is the structure and what is the function of a particular tissue. For example, muscle tissues. They are helpful for different body parts that they can maximize or minimize its size. Cardiac muscles, heart is all the time beating. So its beating power, its beating capacity is controlled by the cardiac tissues, so that the size of the heart should not be enlarged enough that it may affect its function. Then we have cytology, the study of cell, cytology, the study of cells, organelles, our cell, human cell, animal cell, and plant cells. They are not one thing, students, but one cell further consists of many organelles, and each organelle has its personal function. And when a cell will be discussed, not only its composition will be discussed, but all its organelles and the mechanism and how one cell divides into two cells, mitosis, meiosis, these all are the study topics of the branch of biology, cytology. So MAPHC, morphology, anatomy, physiology, histology, and cytology, you have to learn the names with the help of that abbreviation word, and then you will have its simple briefings and the details of each branch. The second group I have designed to elaborate the branches, that is MEGPT. So simple word it is, MEGPT. M for molecular biology, E for embryology, G for genetics, P for paleontology, and T for taxonomy. Now we will discuss each branch of this second group. The first one is molecular biology. By the name of this branch, you can understand what we will discuss here. we will discuss about the biological molecules. Biological molecules means what we need in the body to run the different functions of the body. We need carbohydrates, we need proteins, we need lipids, we need DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. So these all molecules are discussed in detail, and this branch of biology is called molecular biology. Then we have embryology, development of an organism. You know, when a sperm and egg unite with each other, they form zygote. And from zygote, the development of different organisms start. So these all phases which are involved, all the phases which are involved in the growth of the organisms, that is studied in the embryology. We also study in embryology if there are some birth defects and what is their treatment. So these are the main topics of embryology. Genetics, very simple. How the transfer of characteristic properties from parents transfer to the offspring. This is called actually the genetics. I have written transfer of characteristics. Genetic, we also discuss in genetics that what kind of genetic diseases may be transferred from parents to the offspring and what is their treatment. The next one is the paleontology, the most important branch of biology. In paleontology, we discuss about the fossils. And what are the fossils, students? Fossils are the dead remains of pre-existing animals and plants. The most famous example of paleontology of fossils is dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are not present right now, but in the history they were present. But how they have come to know that they were of this size, they have studied the skeleton of dinosaur, and as a result of their investigations regarding the skeleton of dinosaur, they have come to know that this animal was of this size and this shape. Then we have the most important another branch of biology, taxonomy. You know, students, there are millions of birds, there are millions of animals, there are millions of different species of trees. So each species cannot be understood, cannot be studied in detail particularly. So what the scientists have done, they have grouped different animals and plants in one place on the basis of their similarities and their differences. This taxonomy helped the scientists to study a group of animals in detail in a very good way, and they can collect more and more knowledge about them. So the second, that was the word MEGPT stands for. We have discussed 5 branches of biology: molecular biology, embryology, genetics, paleontology, and taxonomy. So MAPHC and MEGPT. So 10 names of branches of biology are there, and you also know their brief discussions, brief informations regarding them. The third group, the next 5 branches, the word here will help you: EMPIP. E stands for ecology, M stands for marine biology, P stands for pathology, E stands for immunology, and P stands for pharmacology. So this is the third and the last group of biology. First, ecology. There is a great connection, students, between the organisms, animals, and their environment. Let me give you some examples. Kangaroo is not present in Pakistan. Elephants are not present in Pakistan because the environmental conditions doesn't make them support. They can't survive here because the compatibility of these organisms are not suitable with their environment. But they are randomly present in other countries. In New Zealand, kangaroos are just like we have sheep in our country. Australian parrots, as we have simple sparrows here, crows, they are moving in air in Australia so simply. So environment has major effect on different organisms. And it is much needed phenomena that there should be a compatibility between the organism and their environment. And if there will not be suitable environment available to any organism, it will not survive. The next one, by name so simple, marine biology. As we have land animals, students, the same we have marine animals. And the scientists are so much convinced that in marine, in oceans, we have times more number of animals as compared to we have on the dry land. So the study about the animals which are present in ocean, their varieties, and what kind of diseases may affect them and their treatment. These all discussions are the part of the marine biology. Pathology, pathologist, it's a kind of doctor, but it will not give you the medicine. It will just make medical checkup of your body. It will make some tests, and then he will give you the guideline that what kind of disease you may have. So all the diseases should be diagnosed on the basis of the medical tests, and pathology is that branch which help us to know the real reason of any disease and then its treatment as well. Immunology students, immune system, the defensive system. Allah has by nature installed in our body an immune system. And what its function, when we have some organism which are fatal for our health, maybe microscopic bacteria, it may be virus, when it will invade inside the body, these immune system, if the defensive system will automatically activate, and it will just grasp those organisms and make them kill. So our body will be safe from different kind of diseases. So this is about immunology. Immune system, its performance, development of vaccines. If some disease is not easily be manageable with our immune system, then to support our immune system, we have to add some vaccines, medicines, and then the organism will be easily safe from different kind of diseases. The last branch of biology in your grade 9th biology book, students, that is pharmacology, pharmacist, pharmacy. These are simple words, you know about them. The drugs, different medicines and their effects. You have a disease, then you will go to the doctor, he will make some examination of your body, and then he will prescribe something to you as a medicine. You will go to the pharmacy, you will have some medicines, and you will start making them eat according to the prescription, and gradually your disease will be fine, you will be okay. So pharmacology, we discuss about the infections, different diseases, their treatments, then we can make our body healthy. Just I would like to give you the review of today's lecture. We have discussed today the basic introduction of biology, then its main fields, then we have discussed its 15 branches. Each and everything regarding this lecture is present on the book. You have to make them learn, and then you have to make them write in the rough copy. Thank you very much.